There comes a time in every trophy hunter's adventures where they reach a milestone so big, so grand and so exciting that they want to scream it from the rooftops. They are so proud at the milestone that they have reached. And me being a YouTuber, I only want to do this one way, with one big, long, elaborate, over-the-top video that reminds you more of the movie The Birdcage than it does of anything to do with platinum trophy hunting. So I took this big, huge, exciting video idea to my wonderful wife and editor crew, who already has about 14 videos backed up, and she said no. So we get a 10-minute quick video to discuss which options I had, why I didn't choose them, and why I went with the platinum that I have chosen for my 200th platinum trophy. So let's go. I only ever became a trophy hunter in the first place to test my skills, improve my ability, and learn as much about games that I loved as I could. I chose Bloodborne as my 100th platinum for this very purpose, as a test to see how much I developed, how much I had improved and advanced. When I slid that platinum into my trophy cabinet, I was not only relieved but incredibly proud, as I vowed that if I failed it, I would also quit trophy hunting and YouTube altogether. Since then, I have taken on multiple different challenges. I decided to attempt Wolfenstein 2 and get BJ Blazkowicz through Mein Leben. Unfortunately, not only did I mistranslate Mein Leben, I failed the platinum completely, and then I quit it. So I'm going to go back to it because my friend Score has inspired me to do so. His brilliant video and guide on Wolfenstein's Mein Leben trophy is absolutely brilliant. It takes the best of every guide I've ever seen, puts it all together, and makes it really easy to follow. But Wolfenstein 2 is not a platinum that I want to make my 200th for some reason. So there are a big batch of games that I did consider making my 200th platinum. Games recommended by friends and fellow YouTubers, trophy hunters and regular gamers alike. A lot of people had a lot to say about what my biggest milestone to date should be. So let's have a look at the games that were suggested, shall we say, to make my 200th platinum. Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. Nathan Drake is one of PlayStation's most famous and beloved protagonists. The exclusive flagship character for Sony has long been on my backlog, waiting patiently, itching to be platted. But this is not the time for Drake and Sully to finally grace my PlayStation. Oh no, their treasure hunting adventures is one I have a plan for, a platinum challenge that I intend to take on one day, very soon. But to do so, I can't start with Sony's most miscast protagonists franchise just yet. I'm sorry, but without even ever playing the game, I can just see how bad this casting is. I'm so sorry to you Uncharted fans. That really was Drake's misfortune, to have a producer who was lost in a golden abyss of Tom Holland adoration that caused them to fall for his Drake deception. Somehow the franchise will continue, until Sony have pinched out of pockets in a legacy of thieving, as they combat rivals Disney and Netflix in a fight for our fortunes. Hopefully the game's better than my puns, and hopefully the plat is less painful. Dark Souls Remastered. My beloved Bloodborne was my 100th platinum, and I originally planned to make every Centennial plat an entry from FromSoft's masterful library. But it's too predictable, isn't it? It's just so cliché now. It's an OG trophy hunting approach when I felt like I had something to prove. It's so Zach 2020, and I don't do moving backwards. I'm a forward-moving man of minimal speed. I move slow but sure to my next objective, my next goal, my next challenge. Besides, I want this milestone to be a fresh experience, and I've already played the Souls games on other platforms, so it'd feel cheap, cheating almost, if it became my 200th. And it leaves it open for me to livestream me playing Dark Souls in the future, if we ever get that ultra-fast broadband upgrade that BT have been promising us for 5 years. Time Splitters 2. Now, we've covered this game extensively, and I'm not going to go over it again. If you missed it, check out my new approach to trophy hunting video linked in the corner and in the description. Suffice to say, the Time Splitters trilogy is one of my favourite gaming franchises of all time. I have stacked all 3 platinums, and now I don't know what to do with myself, so there's that. So why have I not waited and made this my 200th platinum? Well, because it made me procrastinate and fanny around for a solid year of doing absolutely no real trophy hunting, and it had to stop. Procrastination is the enemy of all ADHDers. Arkham City. Now, I love a bit of Batman. Who doesn't love pretending to be a spoiled orphan who constantly thinks about the pearl necklace falling off his mother's face? I mean, neck. neck. I meant neck. The only remaining entry of the Arkham trilogy that I have left to platinum, and it's left simply because I'm waiting until I want to play the story again, is Arkham City. Now, I am in no rush to play it, possibly for the final time, because I love that game. I love that trilogy, and I'm not convinced we're going to get a remaster or a remake any day soon. So the cape and cowl remain in the cave. For now. Hi. On life. Now, I am a big Rick and Morty fan. Co-creator Dan Harmon is one of my favourite TV writers after his wonderful alt sitcom Community. But Rick and Morty is one of my favourite cartoons, and anything that comes out even tangentially connected to that weird and wonderful show draws my attention. Which is saying something, because I have the attention span of an amoeba. So naturally I played and relatively enjoyed Trover Saves the Universe by the show's other creator. Yes, that one, the one we don't really want to talk about. And he has more controversy and allegations against him in the public domain than Rolf Harris, Jimmy Savile and Prince Sweaty Face all combined. So I didn't really feel like playing High on Life upon release. But it's free and it's supposedly fun, but why would I choose a game that likely leads to more arguments about its conception than about its actual platinum? That just feels like too much drama for me, and it doesn't look anywhere near it good enough for that. But I have played it on my Steam Deck, and frankly, with the allegations against Roiland, the humour in High on Life and Trover no longer get me in the funny bone. They're just cringe. Blasphemous. I genuinely want to play Blasphemous because it just looks so frigging cool. I don't have any other motivation than that. It just looks frigging cool. I love it. It's a side scroller, and I love side scrollers. It's a beat 'em up. I love beat 'em ups. It's a Souls-like. Yeah, I love. Wait, what? What do you mean it's a friggin' Souls-like? Oh, it is it? It's actually as well. I can't do it then because it's a Souls-like, and I said no souls. And besides, I already own both Blasphemous games on Steam, and I didn't fancy doing a video on getting both games 100%. So what do you think? Steam achievement double bill or a single platinum adventure waiting to be had? Let me know what video you would prefer to watch. Either way, my 200th platinum, it will not be Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I love Elder Scrolls. From Morrowind to Skyrim, Oblivion, ESO. I'm obsessed. Truly, I've clocked hundreds and hundreds of hours searching Tamriel for this guy, that thing, a book, a weapon, a ridiculous piece of armour, and I have followed Prophet throughout the main story unto its mountain of DLC. I am currently on a little break from Elder Scrolls Online for my own good. After clocking 12 hours fishing, I realised that I needed a life. It's like FIFA. Sometimes you need to just put it down and walk away and go play something else with your friend. The problem with this platinum is the fishing. Not even the Emperor Goldie, the mad trophy that requires you be literally the best player in the game worldwide, or at least in your particular mega server. Now that doesn't actually bother me because it's based on XP, which is earned by doing everything. And it's actually very doable. It's not easy or simple in any way, and you will probably need help, but it is doable. Or so I'm told by people who have earned it. It's the fishing that puts me off. The long, arduous grind of sitting there with a pole in my hand in the water, watching, waiting patiently, with bated breath for the line to go taut and my bait to be taken by a hungry little fishy, and then rage smashing a controller because it's not the rare fish I need for the trophy. Yeah, ESO is fun, but its platinum is a nightmare only true heroes can defeat, such as my amazing friend Razgar, who obviously had the patience to do the fishing, as he has the patience with my endless gibberish. Now, I decided that the only way to mark my 200th platinum was to celebrate everything I love about PlayStation and everything I love about the community that it fosters. And I decided that the best way to do this was to platinum a game beloved by someone who I love. A friend so dear to me that I want to mark my trophy list, my milestones with their favourite platinum, so that I can celebrate our friendship and how much they mean to me. My 200th platinum will be The Last of Us. And there are many, many reasons for this. Firstly, because I want it to be a PlayStation exclusive. Second of all, I want it to be a game beloved by a lot of people around me. I want to platinum it because my close friend Carl loves this game, and I want to do the online with him. I want to enjoy this game with him, and I want to look back in 20 years' time at my trophy list and go, I remember when me and Carl did that for my 200th. The Last of Us is an absolute PlayStation classic and probably one of the greatest games of all time. It's a game that deserves to be platted by every PlayStation lover and is worthy of being anyone's milestone of any magnitude. To do this game with one of my close friends, someone who I met because of trophy hunting, who I've had adventures and battles and journeys with, who means so much to me because of this hobby, because of this community, then it's going to be a very fitting platinum, and I think it really surmises everything that is important to me about this hobby. No longer chasing nostalgic platinums of my own or hard platinums to prove something to myself. I am now just going to enjoy the stuff that the people around me enjoy so much so that I can enjoy it with them. So what do you think? Last of Us as my 200th platinum, as a homage to the trophy hunting community, the friends I've made in this community, and of course to the legacy of Joel and Ellie and PlayStation. What do you think? Be good to each other and yourselves.